Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and in this video today I have uncovered some pretty heated moments on the racetrack and I'm going to be talking about them all today. But before we get into it, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel down below if you have not already. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you could do me a favor and help me out, that will be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's get right on into it. This first video takes place at Cedar Lake back in 2020, and it involves Tyler Erb and Bobby Pierce. With 14 laps to go, Bobby Pierce was looking for 5th from Erb. Pierce was knocking on the cushion, scraping the wall, and putting on a show, and Erb was tiptoeing around the moisture that was left on the bottom, and Bobby Pierce got into him, and Tyler did not like it.
When we come by the start-finish line, Tyler Erb's going to spin. Caution is going to have to fly for Turbo in turn 4.
For both one cars here, looks like Turbo able to roll away. Looks like his quarter panels are clean. Don't believe nobody got into him. Just went around there by himself. I was paying attention to the one of Brandon Shepard's car. White smoke, guys, puffing out of the one. And look, you see it right there as he passes the light down the back straightaway. And oh no, Tyler Erb retaliating. Getting into Bobby Pierce's left rear quarter panel there, and Tyler Erb gonna retaliate here on the front straightaway. Bobby Pierce gonna put his hand up in the air, and now Tyler right there, and he's gonna drive on top of the 32. Tyler Erb retaliating on the racetrack, and that is gonna be an automatic disqualification for Tyler Erb per World of Outlaw rules, and he's still driving on top of the 32 here, guys. So officials going straight to the one car. Bob Pierce knocking on.
We're in an open locker room. We have no privacy. And in some point in time, this Bobby Pierce is going to get his ass whooped. And I hope it's me. I really do. I mean, if Outlaws bans me, I understand. And I am sorry for Kenny. But where Kenny made a mistake is he let that...
Now you see here, Bobby Pierce spins Tyler Erb. I'm not going to say it was intentional, but I'm not going to say it was unintentional. It was very clear he spun him, and I understand why Tyler Erb was very angry. However, one of the biggest controversies was with the official putting his hands on his car as he was backing up. Any trained official, I believe, would know not to put your hands on a race car that is moving, and it was very clear that he was trying to get out of the situation, and I know how limited their field of view could be inside of those cars, so for all we know, he didn't know that he was still hanging on to him when he pulled away. And then you have what I've seen from a couple of people is Bobby Pierce's dad running out onto the track, which is absolutely just not okay in a couple ways, which honestly should have resulted in punishment for Bobby Pierce, as I'm sure that probably broke some type of rule, because you are not allowed out on the track when there are race cars out there, regardless of if they are moving or not. You are told if you can go out there, and he was out there trying to confront Tyler Erb after his son very clearly spun Tyler Erb. So, like I said, I understand why Tyler Erb was angry. Do I condone what he did? No, but I can understand it. You can understand it without condoning it. And up next, I have some interviews from both of them.
Old man run on the racetrack, gonna whoop my ass, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And you could hear it plain as day. Anybody around to tell you, I told Bobby to get out of the car. It's time for you to get out of the car. We're putting on a show for the fans. You want to crash me and put on a show? I was going to put on a show. I was going to whoop his ass up and down that racetrack. I'll do it here, do it at a truck stop, anywhere he wants to do it.
I was waiting for him to pull off the racetrack. He never did. I seen he was waiting for me, so I tried to get tucked up behind Billy, and then he tries to hit me, spins me out. I go around the racetrack, get away from him. He's sitting there, he turns around. He turns it into demo derby, and maybe if he owned all that stuff, he'd be more appreciative of it like I am. But that's what happens when you race for a team, and that's what happens when your parents just have all the money in the world. I guess you never care for your stuff, never care for anybody else, and that's the way his mind works. So I think a guy like that doesn't need to be racing with us.
And like I have said, I don't condone what Tyler Erb did, but I understand it. And Bobby Pierce's statement saying that he doesn't care about anybody else's equipment is kind of funny coming from him, because we can pull up numerous clips of Bobby Pierce intentionally wrecking or not caring for anybody else's equipment, which is what he accuses Tyler Erb of, but we're going to move on. This next event happened at the Southern Raceway in March of 2023 and actually ended up in a couple arrests.
J.R. Smith drives it in there hard as he goes up to the second spot. Down the back stretch they go. Ashton Winger throws it back in there with a Hail Mary move to go up to second. So Don Cook going to lead lap number 1. J.R. Smith and Ashton Winger. Train blows. Caution out onto the speedway.
Get the motherfucker off! Hey, get off him! Get off him! Back the fuck up! Get up! Come on! Get up! Off of him! Get up! Get off! You can't move! I'm gonna fucking kill you! Get the fuck up! Get off!
So you saw the full context to this clip where the driver of the number 2 got angry over his own mistake. He tried to send it on Ashton Winger. Ashton Winger wasn't going up, so he almost spun both of them out. He ended up going to the infield. I'm not too sure why he would be mad at anybody but himself. Ashton Winger did absolutely nothing, and he tried to spin him once. It didn't work, so what's the logical response? You go back for round 2, apparently, and that time he was successful at spinning Ashton out, which at the end of the day, he did more damage to his car than Ashton did to his. So I don't really know I don't think he won in that situation. He spun himself out, and then trying to spin out Ashton just did more damage to his car than Ashton's. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel down below. Let me know what your thoughts on these videos and your thoughts on my opinion of these videos. And with that being said, I'll see you guys all in the next video.